injections with Ivoire contour first. I will do ligament lifting injections. Can I have some disinfectant and gauze? So I'm using the 2 ml syringe here, but we have the 1 ml available, and I'm using a 27G needle. So just localizing the area. Usually you can find a small notch on the bone, and then stretch and go vertical, deep down onto bone. Injection is very slow.
So now we are on the bone.
Yes, all these injections are onto bone directly, just to create volume in the base of the ligaments, just to have some stretching.
Okay, so now we are showing on the other screen your first injection.
Yeah.
And it's possible to see that it is very deep underneath the orbicularis muscle. Yes. Okay.
Then I move to the lateral orbital thickening. That is thickening of the orbital retaining ligaments here at the lateral canthal angle. Again, we are deep, but this lady has a very thin skin, so the amount of product is very reduced, because I usually inject 0.1 to 0.2 in this area. But you see that I'm getting to the bone just immediately, so I release a small amount of product, less than 0.1, and then I mold it just to reduce the bulging. So I'm moving now to the zygomatic bone on this area here, getting to the bone.
So now you are injecting along the zygomatic ligament.
Yeah, I'm injecting the zygomatic bone, and I'm injecting directly at the base of the ligament. I change my needle. It's very important that you change needle often when you inject the bones, because needles get dull touching the bone. And by the way, touching the bone, we get some stimulation of the bone itself in order to have some...
Okay, Giovanni?
Yeah?
I have a question for you. What is the most important factor of filler injection for lifting? High G prime products or an appropriate injection site?
Well, I would say all of them, but a high G prime product is really important because you need to lift vertically. So if you have, for example, a too cohesive product, they usually don't lift like a high G prime. But also choosing the right injection points is also relevant, because you don't want to lose product. So for one side, I usually inject about 1 ml. So in your office, you don't have patients coming for 18 syringes. So usually you have to save product. So your injection should be very precise and very efficient. So again, I'm injecting deep to the bone here at the buccal maxillary ligament, at the deep piriform space. I aspirate. You know that this is the risky position for the fascial.
So here you are quite close to the facial artery.
Yeah, that's why I aspirate, and I have a new needle.
It is very important to inject when you reach the bone.
The bone, and
not in the middle.
And pointing medial. I mean, I'm pointing towards the nostril. So what I want is trying to avoid the artery. Usually the artery is slightly lateral to the nasolabial, but you will never know, because you know that anatomy is very different. So basically now there is only one ligament left. There is the mandibular ligament, just to improve the marionette and the lower face contour. And I also inject this directly onto bone.